Okay, so still on styling our header. Now we're gonna add a few more text, and hopefully we're gonna bring in, depending on how time takes us, we're gonna bring in a few money bills. So let's just start. I'm gonna apply our headline here, our our main headline somewhere here. So okay, let's just bring in our header, and I'm gonna be doing less of talking and more of showing as from this point on. I believe most of these things are just repetition of what I've said before. So you just follow up closely, and you should be good to go in a couple number of videos. Okay. I'm just gonna apply our text layer here. Okay, come up. My system is a bit slow. Okay, so let's just reduce our font size down. Say to about 30. That's still too much. Let's say 12. Still a bit much. Let's say 10. Oh, still quite much. So let's say around 8 points. That's okay. Change our font to impact. This is gonna be where our catchphrase is gonna be. It's gonna be put our headline, if you could call it that. So let's just make up something as a placeholder. It could be anything you want it to be, but most times I always advise it to be a catchy headline that's gonna make your prospective customers stick around and want to know what's up. So let's just say okay, your life-changing headline goes in here. Okay, that's that. Let's set it up. Okay, now same way we styled our text earlier. Recall the different ways I showed you of styling our text. We're just going to use some of the basic styling for this. Let's just go into blending options. Let's go into blending options. Come on. Okay. Let's apply gradient overlay to it. Let's change this from white to a bit of gray. Okay. Nope. Okay. Let's stroke it. Change our stroke to white. Okay. Apply a drop shadow. Let's see what we have. Still a bit sketchy, but basically it looks okay. So let's just apply a little bit of bevel and emboss to it. Let's reduce the stroke a bit. Okay, to 2. No, that's just too small. Let's leave it at 3. Okay. What's next? You could either do this, or if you are lost on what to do, you can't really make up your mind, you could always just go through the predefined styling options that I supplied alongside your resource files that you loaded earlier. Like as tutorial, you have a whole lot of styles, different kind of styles here, and I've made the work easier for you. These are the styles I've created. I set down to research my values. I already pre-created them. Virtually any style you may want to create are here. You can just select any one you feel like. See, that's what that one does. This is this. You can just play around with it and see which one looks better. But I always advise you, don't use too many colors in your headline, in your design in general. What differentiates a professional job from an amateur job is most times is the number of colors in the graphics. So stick to a few colors. Don't use too many colors. If you're going to bring in other colors, make sure you use colors that are already available, that you're already using in your design. I like this one, but it's not that legible. It's not readable. So let's see what we have. Okay, so let's go with this one. I'm just gonna come over here. I want to make a few more changes to this. I'm gonna apply, this is our stroke. Let's just apply an outer glow to it. Increase the spread size on our outer glow. Change the color of our outer glow to something like white. Okay, change this blend mode to normal. Choke size, make it well choked. And just reduce this down a little bit. Oh, I don't like the way it's coming out, so we're just gonna Ctrl Z, undo that, and leave it the way it is. You agree with me? It's okay like this. To make it even more readable, you could also pull it down and place it over the ribbon. The rules are not set in stone, so you just come up with your own unique design, come up with your own unique layout. It's always advised you go online, look what other people are already doing, look what the world is doing, and you learn from there. Try and recreate them. Okay, and I think it's okay like this. We'll kind of achieve something nice here. Now, basically, this space you have over here could carry any more thing, could carry further details about your product. You could just leave it blank so as not to choke up your title, your header. And bear in mind, we're still going to bring in a couple number of other elements, so you have to make space for those elements to come in. And this our headline text we have here, we're still going to move it upward or somewhere else, because I intend bringing in our e-covers. Our e-covers already created from onlineecovercreator.com. That's what I use in creating all my e-covers. I'm going to go through the procedures on creating your own e-cover. In case you're lost on what an e-cover is, I'm just going to go into some of my personal files and show you sample of an e-cover. Let's see, where do I have that? Let me just show you an example of what an e-cover is. Okay. Okay. This is an example of an e-cover. This is an example of an e-cover. This is an example of an e-cover. I know you might have been wondering, how do they create these things? How was it possible? It looks kind of difficult, but basically it's not difficult with the hosted software as a service called onlinecreator.com. You can just go over there, register for their service. I don't know, I can't recall how much it cost again, but basically go over there, check up the prices, and rush register. It's a once in a year, it's a yearly payment, and I believe it's very cheap. Just go over there, register get an account, and you're good to go creating your own e-covers. They have an online instruction over there where you can learn how to make use of their software. You create virtually any form of e-cover you're looking for. These are box packages created over there from there. So this one was poorly done. Okay, but basically, I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you a preview. I believe when we get to that stage, on how you could make use of that service in creating your e-covers. I'm going to give you a few pointers I've come to discover from repeated use of that service. Okay, let's get back to what we're doing now. Successfully bring this one in. Now let's go over to our money bills. We're going to bring in our dollar bills to make it even more catchy and more convincing. Now let's go over to our resource folder. Recall where our resource folder was, and open the folder called money. As you can see here, we have tons of money bills here. Don't go crazy trying to bring in all the money bills you have in your stock. Just pick the best ones, pick the ones that fit the context in your design, and just stick with them. Don't overcrowd your design layout with too many details. Too many details give off how do I put it? It becomes jam-packed. The main idea of the site is lost. Okay, so let's just look around for something nice. You could also go online and just Google dollar bills, naira bills, depending on who your target market is or what you want. I trust me, you're gonna get a ton of predefined images of dollar bills. a ton of them. These ones were just like the best I've come to collect over time from regular use, and some of them I actually bought some of these from iStock Photo, iStockImages.com. So just go online, search for, play around with internet, and see what you come up with. Let's just look around for something nice. I'm just gonna explore the files. This one, don't like that. Don't like this. These are Naira notes. Should we use Naira notes? Okay. Let's be patriotic citizens and just use our own bills. Okay. Open with Adobe Photoshop. Come on. Okay. There we have it. Let's go over. Let's just bring in let's look for other dollar bills. I like this one, but this is gonna be a pain in the ass when it comes to cutting. Okay, what better way to show you how to cut than to use something that will be very difficult? Let's just use this. We're gonna be extracting the dollar bills from the background. So I always advise, if you're looking for images, you don't want to spend too many time trying to extract an exact copy of the extract images. I advise you get images that are placed on very different backgrounds. Like this one now, we have shades of gray in this background. You cannot just use the auto select tool to just select the background. Take for example, if I'm going to click here like this auto select. Watch where it's selecting it. You're going to have jagged edges when you're done using the auto select tool. The easiest way to extract this image is to use your polygonal lasso tool. So I'm just going to select that using Ctrl D. So use your polygonal lasso tool, and basically just take your time. I for one only use the polygonal lasso tool when it comes to a matter of last resort. I always stick to the magic wand tool. Kind of straight to the point though, but still, it's not every image you can actually use it on. So now, not every image might have the kind of background that I use it to extract using magic wand tool. So this is polygonal lasso tool at work. You can just this one looks kind of easy. See, now we're using the polygonal lasso tool. For using the magic wand tool, I would have to click over 20 times to get the background out of this image. But with the polygonal lasso tool, you just take your time, try and get a fixed hand, cut very close to the edge, not too inward of course, but better in than out, and cut and link up. Cut until you get around to where you started from, and just link up. Now you can just make your layer, the image layer, editable by dragging that padlock key to the bin icon and select your inverse using the shortcut key Ctrl+Shift+I, or you go over to your select menu and click on inverse. Okay. Now you're going to take away the background by hitting the delete key once. See that? Successfully taking away our background, and we have clean dollar bills for our use. Now notice how we still have a few rough edges around. You could either ignore that or still go over and just cut them out. Okay, you just cut them out. Delete. You could ignore them if they're not too visible, if they're not too obvious. Or take your time and just walk around it. Nothing is set in stone, okay? So feel free to invent your own procedures, your own technique. And I believe one day you will also be teaching this very same lesson to someone else. Okay, I have a few techniques I've come to master on my own. I found them out on my own. Though they're not related to this particular tutorial for now. Maybe in my subsequent tutorials you will find out about other very time-saving techniques I've come to discover on my own over consistent use of Photoshop. Okay, so that's that. Now we have successfully extracted our background. We have ready image of our dollar bills for our exportation. We can now export this image by either duplicating the duplicate layer to your active working document. Okay, you can then just go over there. See, the image is the resolution of the image is quite large, so you're gonna have to scale it down a little bit. Select your chain link tool and just scale it down to perspective. Scale it down to size. It's a little bit large. Let's just take it down. take it down. Where do you think we should put this image now? Let's just be creative, but don't let your dollar bill crowd your actual message. Always set if you're setting them in front of your text, make sure they're in an inconspicuous place where it doesn't affect the meaning of your text. And always ensure that orientation is not too stiff. Give them a flowy orientation. I could set it all behind my advanced layer. Let's just apply the transformation. I hit the enter key, and I'm going to bring this layer behind our advanced 3D text. Okay, let's just locate where our 3D text is. Can't seem to find it. What I'm actually doing is dragging the layer, the active layer for our money, downward. So let's just locate. It is where it is. Let's rename it so it's easier to locate later. We're gonna rename it now. Let's rename it. Sorry, that's cancel. The color you rename. Double click on the name of the layer and rename it. Let's just name it Advanced 3D. Hit enter to apply the renaming. Now we're going to move this, our money layer, down below the 3D layer. Okay, here we have it. Now it's set behind our advanced layer. We're still going to bring in a couple number of other dollar bills that are going to be in front of the advanced layer. It gives it all that feel of that natural feel. And I personally I like to overshoot my background, my boundaries a little bit in sections. It takes away that stiffness in your design. Take for example here, I've overshot my background. It's a style. Watch this guy's head over here. It overshot at the outside. Watch the car. It overshot a little bit. It takes away that stiffness that comes with mini sites. Okay, though this could be a pain in the ass when it comes to coding, but still, just one of those things. Now we're going to apply a bit of levels to these dollar bills to make it even more readable. Let's just zoom to actual pixels. So let's just zoom to actual pixels. We're going to apply some levels to this layer. Go into your image, adjustments, levels. What levels do is just generally affect the view, how your image looks, how that particular layer looks. Watch what happens when I move the media slider. Are you seeing what happens? That affect different elements of your image. So you just play around with it and watch how you come up with what's nice and very readable. Now, this is a whole lot better than the way it was initially. So, with that done, we're just gonna go over and we're still gonna, I think we should restyle this a little bit. We should resize this a little bit. Sorry. Select that. I'm gonna just resize it down. Hit the enter key. Now I'm gonna duplicate this layer a couple number of times to create like a radial feel. The money is give it that feel of the money is actually coming out from behind the image. Okay. So let's see, what can we do? Let's hold down your Alt key, ensure the layer is selected, ensure your money layer is selected. Hold down your Alt key, press down just once, tap your arrow key down. Recall how we used to duplicate our layers. Now we have two layers of money. You're going to transform this, Ctrl T. You're going to transform this somewhere like this. Hit your enter key. Same way again, same procedure. Hold down your Alt key, arrow key down to duplicate your layer. Then transform to something like this. Transform it. Don't like that place. So let's just bring it somewhere here. Let's overshoot it somewhere here. Okay. So these are dollar bills. That's nice and crispy. Let's bring in dollar bills in the front of let's bring our Naira notes. We're going to add our Naira notes over the dollar bills to give it even more a better feel. Now watch the way the Magic Wand tool is going to handle picking out the background from this image. Just click on the white area. Can you see this? Now notice it automatically detects the background, because the background is actually plain white, and the nodes don't have white at the boundaries, so it will give you a very sharp image. After getting there, what you do is to make this layer editable by dragging the padlock key to the refuse bin icon as usual. Hit your delete key to take out that background, and Ctrl D to deselect. Now you could either hold down your Ctrl key again and click in this box to select the pixels for this layer, or you could just use the duplicate command as we did earlier. So we're going to just use this hold down your Ctrl key, click inside the box that corresponds to your money layer, press Ctrl C, and go into your active working document and press Ctrl V to paste it in. Now we have successfully imported our Naira notes. Okay, so let's not crowd things up. We're just gonna look for somewhere nice to bring it in without actually overcrowding our design. So let's just rotate this a little bit. Take this a little bit. I understand that I tend to explain some things too much. So, but I do know repetition is the key to remembering things. So I tend to repeat a lot of things that I've taught you before. So just so you don't forget. So take your time, play around with these functions. The easiest way to commit these steps to mind to brain is to actually use them always. When you use them always, it's going to be very difficult for you to forget them. Okay. So you could either leave it like this, or you could take it right somewhere here, Ctrl T, and just rotate it. And set it behind him. Okay. There you have it. So feel free to place your Naira, your money images wherever you feel appropriate, but basically don't overcrowd your design. Don't overcrowd your design. I might even have to delete some of these dollar bills to make space to actually unclutter our design. So, but as of now, let's just leave them like that. And let's bring 1 or 2 more dollar bills, and that will be all for our dollar bills. And we'll move on to generate our e-cover. So let's go back into our resource folder where we have our money images, and look for something that is a bit curly. Curly bill, something that is rounded, a bit curly, folded, if you may. Okay, so let's see. Can't seem to find anything that suits that description, but let's see what this one looks like. iStock photo. I don't like this one, so let's just look around. Look around. Okay. I like this one. Good thing, this one is already in PNG. It's already in PNG format with a transparent background, so we won't need to go through that extra step of actually extracting our image from our background. What you should simply do now is to hold down your Ctrl key, click inside the layer that corresponds to it, press Ctrl C to copy, go into your active working layer, press Ctrl V to paste it. So we're gonna move this layer upward because we intend bringing it in front of our advanced layer. Bring it forward. We're gonna reduce the size down, take it down, transform the size down, take the size down, down. Okay. Okay. There we have it. Quite large. So let's just take it down. There you have it. That's nice, don't you think? Let's just transform it a bit. Just rotate it a little bit. Rotate it. Bring it somewhere here. Can't seem to make up my mind on where I want it to be. It's one of those things I go through every day when it comes to creating my layout. Where do I put the money? Where do I put all the money? I don't like that. So let's move it somewhere into our design. Advanced. Let's rotate it a little bit. Rotate it. Wow, no. Interesting. Yes. Apply transformation. I'm still trying to figure out where to put it. That don't look too awkward. To look part of the design and not standing out. Okay. I guess we just have to go with that. Let's still make use of this layer. I want to show you something. How you could make folded effect. How you could create a simple folded effect with your flattened image, your flat oriented images. We're going to transform this to something like this. Transform something like this. Now, I want to show you something. Just watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to press Ctrl T to transform our image as we do as usual. Then right click on our selected layer and click on warp. With the warp selected, I'm going to do a little bit of folded edge effect to our design. Are you seeing this? Sorry, Ctrl Z. It's not very visible. Let's go into cancel. Don't apply. Don't apply. Let's zoom it up so we see what we're actually doing. Now Ctrl T. Going to transform, then warp. We're going to warp this a little bit. We're going to warp this a little bit. And you hit your enter key, gives it a whole different feel, a whole different look. Let's apply a bit of blending option to that layer. Let's apply a bit of stroke. Let's stroke it too much. Make it 1 pixel. Make it inside. Change the color to white. Okay. Apply an outer glow to it, but not too much. Take the size down, down. It's okay. Here you have it. So let's just fit into screen. Let's see actual pixels. See? Now it looks a whole lot different from the image we had initially from the warp function. You can use the warp function for anything, for any layer, any active layer you have. Like if I want to make my advanced text look rounded, I'm just going to show you something I can do. Ctrl T, go into option, then warp, and watch what I'm doing. I can just do this. I can just do this to make it look rounded. I can do this. I can do this and hit enter. See? Here we have it. We have the advanced Miniset advanced course looking a whole lot different from the way it was initially. So that's the warp function. Feel free to play around with it. I'll show you that's another tool for you in your toolbox. You could decide to leave it like this or just basically carry on with your design. Take it back to where it was initially with Ctrl Z and leave it like this. Let's see. Should we leave it this way? I think I like the way this one turned out. So let's just leave it like this. So that's the warp tool for you. Feel free to experiment. Let's reduce the size of this one so we can bring in the coins. It's not most of this half coin, but I advise experimentation as usual. Go into your resource folder, open your gold coins, the file called gold coins, open with Adobe Photoshop. Same thing. This one is already in PNG file it's already in PNG format for you. So hold down your Ctrl key, click on the box, press Ctrl C. Same procedure. Come in here, Ctrl V to bring it in, Ctrl T to transform it. Just take note of all the shortcuts you'll be using. It's how the pros work. So the earlier you learn them, the better for you. It's going to make your work a whole lot faster than actually going to locate the functions on the menus. So I'm just going to take it down a little bit more and hit our enter. Let's do a bit of layer blending on that coin to make it shiny. Go into image, adjustment, levels, and nope. Make it a whole lot shiny. There you go. That's one for you. Now you could duplicate this layer and transform it. Hold down your Alt key, click and drag. That's on that way. Press Ctrl T, reduce the size down, take it down, hit your enter, bring it somewhere here. Duplicate this large layer again. Hold down your Alt key, click and drag. Left click and drag. You have another coins. And basically, you could bring this one behind them. We have something like this. We'll still go in here and bring in a few more coins later. I'm just showing what you can do. Things how you could actually work with these images. The rules are not actually set in stone, so you feel free to experiment with your own style. And this on that one, though this one is not in PNG, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of background extraction on it. Good thing the background is actually in white, so we're just gonna select our magic wand to select it. So let's click on our white layer and hit delete. No, sorry, click on cancel. Why that happened was because we haven't made our background layer editable. Make it editable. Recall I told you you're gonna drag the padlock key into the recycle bin icon. Now you can hit delete to take out the background and invert the selection either with Ctrl Shift I, or you can hold down the Ctrl key and click inside this box to select what you have on your layer and press Ctrl and C to copy them. Ctrl C to copy. Go into your active working layer, Ctrl V to import it. Wow, it's quite large, so we're gonna have to resize it down. Ctrl T, and really just take it down. Take it down. Wow, still quite large. Just take it down. Take it down. Down. Okay. Wow. I think I like what we've done here. It looks a whole lot better than the way it was now initially. That's good. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna actually go over to online cover creator and generate our e-covers. Then we're gonna import them back here for design. See you when I get back.